was a way to see into the mind of a monster. The inventor of this device was a diabolical genius who thought he had redefined the boundaries of pain. But he made a fatal mistake. Do you want to know what mistake he made? This story isn't just about a tool of torture. It's about the revenge that history took on its inventor, and I'm here to tell it to you.
If this video is too intense for you right now, you can safely leave. No one will judge you, but if you have even 1% of curiosity, if you have the slightest doubt about how much pure truth you can handle, and if you want to know the full story, then continue. But be aware, from this point on, what you see will never leave your mind. This form of execution was invented by the ancient Greeks. It had various names and might be called the Brazen Bull or the Sicilian Bull, but how do we even know about it? One answer is that it was written about in something called the Bibliotheca Historica. This work consists of many books written by the ancient Greek historian Diodorus Siculus. In these books, you'll find his account of world history. From what happened in ancient Egypt to the leadership of Alexander the Great, much of it remains intact, but some parts of this collection are lost or fragmented. In one of these books, Mr. Siculus wrote about the Brazen Bull, and this is what he said. Its inventor was a professional innovator named Perillos of Athens. It is said that before he built this device, between 570 and 554 BC, he actually proposed the idea. He could be considered a kind of creative technologist of the past who was seeking funding. He received this funding from a man named Phalaris, the tyrant of Archaeological. Given his terrifying name, it's no surprise that this man was said to be extremely cruel. Some accounts of his life write that he enjoyed torture and even went as far as eating children. It must be said that the Encyclopedia Britannica cites research suggesting he may not have been as cruel as some writings claim. In any case, it seems he commissioned the construction of the Brazen Bull. So how would someone die inside a Brazen Bull? Well, it was certainly something born from a creative yet sadistic imagination. It is said to be the size of a bull, but made of bronze, with a hatch through which a person could enter. Then, a fire would be lit beneath the bull, and the person would gradually be roasted to death. But consider this, the bull was constructed so that when the man screamed in agony, his cries would exit through special pipes built inside the bull, which were intricately coiled and designed in such a way that the observer would think it was an animal bellowing in pain. This was likely the entertaining part of the affair for someone like the despot of Archaeological. Smoke would pour from the bull's nostrils, and those nostrils were filled with incense, because burning bodies do not smell pleasant. The remaining bones were later turned into bracelets. According to accounts, when Perillos presented the idea, it is said that he told the despot Phalaris, "The man inside the bull will scream and bellow with unending agony, and his cries will reach you through the pipes, transformed into the softest, most heart-rending, and most melodious bellows. Your victim will be punished, and you will enjoy this music." When the bull was completed, Phalaris told the inventor to get inside himself to test the sound, but some sources say he lit the fire and the inventor perished there. Others say he pulled him out, but then killed him by throwing him off a cliff. It seems that despite all his efforts, Perillos was killed, though perhaps not because Phalaris did not want to pay. Although Phalaris is said to have had a taste for cruelty, it is written that after hearing about this method of execution, he told Perillos, "His words disgusted me. I was repulsed by the thought of such inventive brutality and resolved to punish the maker in the same manner. I told him, if your art can truly produce such an effect, go inside yourself and pretend to bellow, and let's see if the pipes produce the music you describe." In any case, it is written that after Phalaris's downfall, he too was killed inside the bull, so in a way, both the inventor and the commissioner were killed by their own device. The story of the bronze bull was passed down through generations, and histories were written linking this device to these two men, the inventor and the despot. But the history of the bull does not end there. It is said the Romans also took an interest in the bronze bull, and you would be surprised to hear that some people had no qualms about roasting a man to death and enjoying his screams. If we were to look at history with curious eyes and an open mind, many historians, those who approach ancient documents with the caution of a treasure keeper, would admit with a mysterious smile that history's wondrous narratives, from the Greek bronze bull that trapped the screams of its victims like a mysterious melody within its metal core, to the Christian martyrs who walked as if upon a carpet of light amid blazing flames, resemble legends in which truth has been lost but never truly died. Yet, what seems more real than any historical document is the enchanting power of these stories, melodies that have emerged from the depths of time, passed down by nameless narrators of the past, inscribed on worn papyrus, nestled in the collective memory of generations, and today, shining with the same fervor on the bright screens of smartphones. And so, if one day you stroll through a museum and gaze upon the so-called bronze bull, that motionless, silent statue confined behind cold glass, know that it is but a faint reflection of an ancient dream. Not the bronze monster that once breathed and instilled terror. Perhaps absolute truth may never be within reach, but legends, these passionate, living stories, continue to pulse, breathe, and draw us into the depths of history's mysteries. For a moment, close your eyes deeper than ever before. Not to sleep, not to escape, but to enter. See yourself there, amidst that cobblestone square filled with fear and clamor. This is not a place for watching, it is a place for feeling. It is a place for living that moment where history breathes and humanity is questioned. You are one of those people. The dust of the past settles on your skin, the muffled screams from within that iron structure creep into your flesh, not as sound, but as a whisper of endless pain. Were you, too, like that eager crowd, curious? Or like the creator of that scene, ruthless and determined? Or perhaps you simply stood trembling, mesmerized, and filled with a terror coursing through your veins? The answers to these questions lie deep within each of us. We have not gathered here today to watch a horror story. We have come to dissect the darkest corners of the human soul with the knife of curiosity, and this is impossible without you. Right now, pick one emotion: pulsing horror, blazing anger, or contemplative silence. Lay it down like a symbolic offering at the feet of this video. Let us see how today's society responds to this great question. If you wish to be a constant companion on this journey into the depths of darkness, if you wish to be a perpetual guest at this table full of mystery and terrifying truths, press the subscribe button and the bell. In this channel, we do not draw treasure maps, we map the hells that humanity has built with its own hands, so that perhaps we may find a way to escape them. In your opinion, what bitter, forgotten truth from history, if remembered by all, would make the world a better place to live in today, and in the end? If you believe this video deserves to endure in the digital scrolls of history, if you believe, seal this document with a like a stamp on an ancient scroll, so that future generations may also see it, read it, and learn from it. Today, you were not just a viewer, you were a judge of the darkness of history. Now choose oblivion or awareness. We here, in the heart of darkness of our time, await the light of your awareness. Tomorrow, we will awaken with another video and a truth deeper than before. Until then, stay awake, stay vigilant, and never stop questioning.